Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by hills and tall green trees, there was a boy named Amon and a small puppy who had no name. Amon was about 10 years old, with unruly black hair, sharp eyes, and a mischievous grin that made even the elders in the village sigh with worry. He was the only son of a woodcutter and often wandered the village fields and paths alone. But wherever Amon went, the puppy followed. Ah, this puppy! He was no fancy breed, no shiny coat nor ribboned collar. He had patches of brown and white fur, ears too big for his head, and eyes that carried an ocean of love. He had followed Amon home one rainy evening, shivering, hungry, and drenched. The boy's mother had thrown a piece of roti out the door for it, and since then, the pup never left the boy's side. But let me tell you something, my dear listeners. Amon didn't treat the puppy kindly. He didn't give it a name, never stroked its head, and certainly never offered food from his hand. Sometimes when his mood was sour, he would kick dust at it or yell at it to go away. And when he was angry, he would pick up a stick and chase it around the yard. The villagers noticed and scolded Amon often. "Be kind to creatures smaller than you," said the old herbalist. "This pup chose you. You don't choose loyalty, it chooses you," murmured the baker. But Amon never listened. He thought the dog was a nuisance, always trailing him, sitting by the gate, wagging its tail like a fool. Yet the puppy... oh, the puppy never left. He waited outside the house every morning until Amon came out. He followed him to the fields, waited while the boy climbed trees, and wagged his tail eagerly when Amon returned. Even when Amon pretended to throw stones to scare him away, the puppy only flinched and came back, tail wagging, heart hopeful. Days turned to weeks. The seasons changed. But the puppy's love stayed the same. Now one day something terrible happened. It was early winter, and the sun was already sinking by late afternoon. Amon, full of wild energy, decided to explore the dense woods beyond the village. These woods were not meant for children to roam alone. Even the older men only went there in groups, for fear of wild animals or getting lost. But Amon was stubborn. He told no one and crept through the trees. The puppy followed, of course, a few steps behind. At first, Amon found the adventure exciting. He jumped over roots, picked up sticks that looked like swords, and shouted into the trees. The puppy trotted close, barking in delight. But soon the sky turned gray, the wind grew cold, and a mist began to wrap itself around the forest floor. Amon realized he didn't know the way back. He tried retracing his steps, but everything looked the same. The trees, the stones, even the moss. Panic began to stir in his chest. "Help!" he cried out. "Is anyone there?" Only silence answered. He shouted louder, but the mist swallowed his voice. He walked faster, then ran, tripping over roots, scratching his arms on branches. Fear now wrapped around him like the mist. He was lost, alone, or not entirely. From behind him came a soft bark. "Puppy!" Amon sank to his knees. "What are you doing here, stupid dog? I told you to go home." But the puppy didn't leave. He whined and nuzzled Amon's leg. The boy's stomach grumbled. His fingers were numb. The night was coming fast. That's when the boy finally broke down. He cried, not the angry tantrum of a spoiled child, but real, frightened tears. And the puppy? "Oh, my dears, what did that loyal little thing do?" He came close, curled against Amon's side, and stayed there all night. Whenever the boy shivered, the puppy pressed closer. Whenever he whimpered, the puppy licked his hand. And when Amon finally fell into an exhausted sleep on the cold forest floor, the puppy stayed awake, ears perked for danger. Morning came slowly. Amon's eyes fluttered open to a pale dawn sky. He was cold, hungry, but alive. The puppy barked once and wagged his tail. That bark, that one bark was the reason a passing woodcutter, coming for early felling, heard them. He found Amon, wrapped in a shivering bundle, the little dog growling protectively over him. The woodcutter carried Aman back to the village on his back. The villagers gathered, wide-eyed and murmuring, "Aman! Thank heavens! Where was he? Did he go into the forest?" And then they saw the puppy, muddy, tired, but with the same wagging tail. Aman's mother fell to her knees and hugged her son tight. "My boy! You're safe," she sobbed. Then she looked at the puppy and whispered, "This dog, he saved you." Aman didn't say anything. He looked at the puppy, really looked for the first time. His heart felt heavy. He remembered every kick, every harsh word, every moment he tried to push the puppy away. Yet it was this same creature who stayed with him when he was cold, alone, and lost. That night something changed. For the first time, Aman knelt down, placed a hand on the puppy's head and whispered, "Thank you." He brought him a piece of warm bread from the kitchen. He made a bed of cloth beside his own. He even gave him a name, Shadow, because the puppy was always by his side. From then on, the villagers saw a different Aman. He walked with Shadow every morning. He shared his meals. He laughed more, played more gently, and even apologized when he got angry. Shadow grew up strong and beautiful, his once patchy fur shining with care. He became the pride of the village, the dog who had saved a boy with nothing but his loyalty. Years passed as years tend to do. Aman grew into a fine young man. Shadow's fur grayed and his steps slowed, but he still followed Aman everywhere. And when the old dog finally lay down one afternoon under the tree near Aman's house and closed his eyes for the last time, the whole village mourned. Aman buried him under that tree and placed a small stone above it, carved with one word: loyal. And so, my dear ones, remember this. Sometimes we ignore or mistreat the ones who love us the most. We take loyalty for granted, thinking it'll always be there. But love, true selfless love, doesn't ask for reward. Stays even when chased away. It comforts even after being kicked. And when the world turns cold, it wraps around you like a silent guardian. Be kind to those who love you, especially the silent, furry ones who wait by your door. Because loyalty like that is rare. And sometimes it saves your life. Moral of the story: loyalty is not earned by kindness. It is revealed by it. Even when met with cruelty, a truly loyal heart will stand by you. Cherish such hearts before it's too late.